There was one day in seminary that I was asked to be the MC, or kind of right-hand man in a mass, for a bishop in Chicago who did a lot of confirmations in the area. And so uh, I got to be with him for a full day, and he did two different confirmations that day, and I got to hear his homily twice, which, as a bishop going around doing those confirmations, probably has a lot of the same stuff, but it's always good stuff. And his patron was St. Ambrose, actually the saint we celebrate today. And he would use the phrase that St. Ambrose, one phrase that he used, which is, take firm hold the rudder of faith so that severe storms of this world cannot disturb you. Meaning that we have to hold on to our faith and really grasp it tight so that we don't get pushed off course, because there's a lot of storms in the world that can push us one way to another. And I think it's a great message for us during this Advent season, and it fits well with what Jesus talks about today in the gospel when he's talking about building a house on solid rock rather than on sand, because the house on sand will eventually fall away. I'm really grateful at this point in my life, because there's been a lot of things to show me where maybe the house that I built isn't the house that I want. The house that is really not with great foundations. And that thought used to scare me a lot, because it meant, well, all of the work that I've done, or all these things that I've done in the past, none of it was any good. It's like looking back and saying, do I have to erase everything and I have to start over from beginning? And in some senses, I think it's true, but it's not as bad as, I don't think that any of the effort that I've put in the past is wasted. Really, it's only helped. It's only helped in to see things with the new eyes. And so what it means to, put our house on firm foundations, or taking firm hold of the rudder of our faith, it means that we put God first in everything. We put Jesus first. During this Advent season, we're waiting for his coming. And so is that the most important thing right now? Is that most important to me right now? Recently, somebody showed me this illustration of, they put a bunch of things in a circle around each other, like a bunch of objects. Like, here's a piece of food, or here's a little house or something, and here's a little picture of Jesus. And they say most people live life like this, where there's one these things around a circle, and they kind of enter into that area of things one at a time. So how we need to live, and he took the picture of Jesus and he put it in the center of that circle. He has to be central to everything. And we don't have to beat ourselves up if we don't think that's the way things are going right now. But what we do is we just try to ask for the willingness. Lord, help me to put you at the center of everything. Help me to put you first. Help me to think with you before I make decisions. These are the little ways in which they start to become more and more habitual. So just ask today. Let's ask today for the willingness to, Lord, help me to see where I need to build my house on firmer foundations and take firm hold the rudder of faith, so that there might be a house built that is really your house, a house that is built of your grace and love, and that I might share that grace and love with others.